Hey, this is Carlo at 4GQ TV. I'm here at PikPok for Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days, and I'm here with...
I'm Harriet Preble, and I'm the Community Manager for Into the Dead.
And can you tell us a little bit about the game?
Yeah, I can. So it is a 2.5D side-scrolling shelter survival game set in Texas 1980. So it's set in the world of Into the Dead before the events of the first two games. So we had Into the Dead and Into the Dead 2, which were both mobile titles. And this one is the third entry into the franchise.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So that's awesome to hear that the franchise is continuing to go. When will the release date be, and what systems will it launch on?
So the release date, we're going into early access on Steam in 2025. There will be a public demo in October 2024 this year, which we're really excited for because it's the first time all players will get their hands on the game, and we can't wait to hear what people think. In terms of the full launch of the game, that'll be announced after early access.
Okay. Any plans for post-launch content?
Yes, I think there are some plans. I don't know if I'm allowed to reveal them just yet, but that information will come out further along the development journey.
Okay. And in the game itself, what are some of the challenges that the gamer has to face?
I think probably the main challenge is always weighing up risk. So it's a single player game, but you're managing a group of survivors and you're trying to get them out of the city alive. And you have to manage their psychological needs, their physical needs. You're managing combat, crafting. So at the end of the day, it's mostly about, do I send someone out scavenging to loot for resources because I need this particular resource? Or do I keep them inside and make sure they get enough sleep? Will they get too sad if I do that? Will they get overwhelmed with despair if I push them further into a scavenging location? Are they more likely to die? Is there an infection possibility? So it's all of those things. It's weighing up decisions. There's definitely an element of strategy at all times and making sure that you're making the right decisions so that your survivors don't get either overwhelmed psychologically or physically overwhelmed by the zombie threat, I guess.
So with all the choices in the game, it sounds like it can be complex at times because it's in the moment.
Yeah.
Would you say there are multiple outcomes, like multiple endings?
There are, yeah. So you have the day-to-day gameplay where you're crafting in the shelter and moving from shelter to shelter. But essentially, in terms of the longer-term gameplay, there are plans that you can try to enact. So essentially you're trying to escape the city before it gets overwhelmed. So there's probably more that I can reveal later on. What can I actually say about plans currently? Yeah, essentially you'll be trying to make sure that you can enact a plan to get out of the city. So that gives your characters a reason to go to certain places, to move from shelter to shelter, to move towards a direction. Yeah.
And for people that are looking forward to this game or looking to try it out, what's something that you'd want to tell them?
I would want to tell them, I would say the two types of people who are looking forward to it most would be our existing Into the Dead fans. And to them, I would say, take a break, take a breath. This game requires a little bit more strategy. And for other people who are looking forward to the game, I would say wishlist the game so that you can get information about when the demo is coming out. And also, we can't wait for you to play. Also, one of the main things and a really core, I suppose, ethos for us is taking on player feedback and player information as we're developing. So don't be afraid to give us your honest opinions. If you go, I love this aspect, but I hate that aspect, just let us know because we're really interested to hear that kind of feedback.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And where can people find out more about the game?
So we're on all social channels, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, under usually either Into the Dead or Into the Dead Official. And also if you go onto Steam, Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days, you can wishlist the game there or follow us as well. Every time you see someone posting, that'll be me, the community manager in there. So you can follow us on there as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time.
No worries.
I can't wait to check it out.
Thank you.